Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm back and I want to show you our Thanksgiving themed work boxes for this week. Stay tuned. Before I jump into the work boxes, I just want to show you, we kind of rearranged our setup a little bit on this half of the classroom, and I was opting for more of a round table approach to homeschooling instead of splitting the kids up between the little kids and my 6-year-old. We are playing around with it. Not sure if we're going to keep it like this because right now everyone's at this table, but this table is kind of tall for my 2 preschoolers, and my 6-year-old I've noticed he's getting a little distracted by having them so close to him. So pretty much this probably won't last very long, but I tried. Okay, for his math work box for my 6-year-old this week, this is the cutest printable ever. Everything that you see that's a printable here that's Thanksgiving related can be found in my Pinterest, on my Pinterest account under my Thanksgiving activities board. So go ahead and follow me on Pinterest, Nicole Venters, and all of these Thanksgiving related things are pinned to the Thanksgiving activities board. So here's shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. It said that pretty much he's shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. He has to spend $25 on at least 6 items. So I have this little bag. I cut this worksheet apart and I glued it on this little brown bag so he can go shopping. And then he has all the items here with their prices listed. So what he will do is he'll put what he wants to buy in his bag, and as he's shopping, he needs to keep in mind that he has to spend only $25. So after that, he'll, as he's adding, he'll add up the price of everything to make sure that he stays within his $25 limit. And then here's a little worksheet that goes with it. So after he's done, it's asking him a few questions about how many items he bought, how much money he spent, did he have any money left over, how much, and what did you choose. And I thought this would be really good for money management and just applying, money management concepts and logic in real life situations and applying it, applying what he's learned to real life. And here's extensions in case he finishes early or he's done with one activity, he can move on to buying 6 items and spending exactly $25. If he found $5 more in his pocket, so on and so forth, applying sales tax, things like that, just to get him thinking. And here's the $25. So I've included the money too. This is for time. I need to pick up some brads today, but I really like this because, again, this is time management. This is ways to apply the things that he's been learning to real life situations. So this is cute. Family fun amusement park word problem. So here's word problem. Your family arrives at the amusement park at 8:15 in the morning. How long will you have to wait before the park opens? And then they include another card that tells you the park opens at 9. The center stage sing-along begins at 11 and at 1. So he's going to answer these questions based on the information that's given here. And then I have the little clock and I have the arms for the clock up here, and I have to put the brads on it so that he can actually utilize the clock and see how much time he has, if he's going to be on time, if he can make certain shows. I thought it was just really, really cute. And I think that, again, it's another way to apply what he's learning to real life situations. And of course, he has a Singapore Math 2A workbook here. And then he has some multiplication flashcards that he will be reviewing front and back just to brush up on his multiplication facts. Okay, for language arts, we have fall fluency practice cards. What I like about this is that it teaches him how to enunciate, how to pause, how to, read the cards read with expression. These are all Thanksgiving themed, fall themed passages, and what he'll do is he'll read them. I'll listen to him, make sure he's pausing, make sure if there's an exclamation point that he's being expressive and he's exclaiming. If it's in quotation marks, that he's speaking as though he's talking to someone, things of that nature. And then they have comprehension questions at the end of each set. So there's 2 sets and there's 3 cards in each set, and then there's comprehension questions at the end. Then we have preposition bingo because we've been doing preposition, so we'll play that together. And then I got these cute Thanksgiving themed traceables that I think would be fun for him, just to help with spelling certain Thanksgiving related words like apple, pumpkin, cornucopia, pilgrim, dinner, things like that. And then he can use his dry erase crayons to color in or trace the pictures that correspond with that, just for some fun. And then he has his language arts too for Christian light education, as well as his spelling. For classical conversations, he has his classical conversation notebook. And again, I did new notebooking pages for this week. We are on week 10. And here is just a sneak peek of some of the things that he has to do. He's doing some handwriting practice, learning about Japan this week, learning about continuing with parts of a plant. He's doing the squares, or memorizing the squares up to 15. Again, Latin, filling that in. English prepositions. They're continuing with music theory with tin whistle. And for history sentence this week, what is he learning? Excuse me. He's learning about the Heian Empire. And shogun warrior. So he has to draw a picture of a shogun warrior. So that's pretty much it for classical conversations this week, which covers Latin, history, math, geography, science, a little bit of language. To go along with what we're learning about parts of a plant, we're reading this book, that a library book, Stems and Trunks. Sorry guys, I'm going fast through this video. And then as a review, I printed out and laminated this little game board that's Thanksgiving themed with the turkeys and the leaves and everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll the dice, okay? I have 3 dice here. I'm going to start off with 2 of them. Because we're on week 10, so it's kind of awkward. We don't go up to week 12. These dice go up to 12, but we'll just roll, and the first dice will represent, I'll have my 4-year-old roll the first dice, which will represent the topic, 1 through 6, and then the second dice will represent the week that we will do. And then here are our game pieces, are just simply some of these Tangram puzzles that I've been using that we have extra of. And then M is for Mommy, S is for Solomon, and then 1 is for Levi, my 4-year-old. So we'll all start on start, and we'll roll. And if you roll, you get whatever number you get. We answer the question together, and then whoever rolled gets to move up. So really, we're not winning. We're just reviewing on this one. Another thing that we're doing, it's really simple for my 6-year-old, but it's really for my 4-year-old as well, because he has one in his work box, is just this labeling, this really simple diagram of parts of a plant, because we're doing parts of plants. So what they've been doing is just doing that real quick every day, and then we'll just continue to read more about plants and research plants and go outside and investigate plants. So that's what we've been doing. And then the nature journal, we'll go out and do plants this week, parts of a plant. Last week we did conifers, monocots, and dicots, and we did diagrams of what a conifer looks like, what a monocot looks like, and what a dicot looks like in our nature journals. So where is it? Okay, there it is. So that's what we did, and this week we'll go out with our nature journal again, and we will investigate leaves, stems, roots, and various other types of leaves and stems, such as tendrils, bracts, and other parts of plants. For his elective drawer, very straightforward. These are our electives right now: social studies, Bible, and health. For social studies and Christian light education, we're doing Christian light education 1. We're talking about siblings, brothers, and sisters right now. Okay, and families. For Bible, we are talking about the Tower of Babel. We're going to be talking about that and doing that activity in there. And then for health, we're doing My Plate. We're on lesson 3, and this is something we're doing collectively as a family. That's why it's a kindergarten level, so that all 3 of my kids can actually do it and participate and learn. And for reading, he picked up this book at the library when we went last week. It's called The Terrible Two. And we'll see how it goes, because he's really been interested in these books that are, about school and boys, I don't know. I guess he's 6, so he wants to read more about things that boys do who are, in his grade level in school and stuff. So it's really cool. This is from the author of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, and I know the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series is popular with boys. who read chapter books. So this is a really cool book. He's really been into it, and after he's done, or as he reads a few chapters or whatever pages he reads for the day, he has to write about it in his reader's log. Moving on to my 4-year-old, he has a lot of things going on in here. He has this cute little printable from Life Overseas. You know I love her printables because I love her printables, okay, especially her fall theme ones with these squirrels. They're just so cute. So this is a math activity where here's the little count, the mat, and then in it they have the little math cards that go with it. And we're doing 3+ facts this week. So what he'll do is he'll have these cards that has the addition equation there, and he'll put that there. 3 + 2, he'll get out his little, these are so cute, these little acorns, and then, you know, he'll use these as manipulatives. He'll put out 3, he'll put out 2, and then when he finds the answer, he'll find the answer. These bigger these bigger acorns have the answers on them. So he'll find the one that has 5 on it, and he'll put it in that spot right there. So that's really cute. Love, 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 love this. Life Overseas. Again, on my Pinterest Thanksgiving activities board. We're continuing on with the number bonds, but this time I'm just going to do, you know, as we go. Last week we did 5. We'll probably move up to 6. Pretty much we just want to make all numbers 1 through 10 with number bonds, and I'm using Legos as we did last week. So say if we do a number bond of 6, I'll draw 6 in here, and we'll break it down. Either 3 and 3 Legos make 6, or 2 and 4 Legos make 6, 1 and 5 Legos make 6, so on and so forth. So he'll click them together, and that way he can actually see different ways that you can make certain numbers. Over here I have these bingo dots, and because we are wrapping up our skip counting by 5, because he's doing it perfectly from 0 to 60, he's got it on track. So now we're going to continue going, and he will use these bingo markers and just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so on and so forth, and use a variety of fall colored bingo dots to do that. And then of course he has his Kumon book of numbers here as well, and he has a skip counting by 5s chart for him to reference as needed. So for language arts, last time we were doing our add words. We're moving on to our ag words, because he's got his add words, mad, sad, dad, lad, all that down. So now he's on his ag words. So we're going to go through this week, and as he memorizes them and gets them, we can check them off. He also has a few of these here, like his brother did. He has turkey, pie, leaf. He has simpler words, and this is really just good for him to color. There's some dry erase crayons here. I have 4 colors: brown, green, yellow. No, brown, green, orange, and red, for him to play around with that. Those are dry erase crayons. So he'll do that, and it'll help him with his handwriting, as well as just a little fun. Color by sight word. This is review of his primer level Dolch sight words that he has learned so far. So he will color these in according to the color chart, this little turkey. And then, of course, he has his letters and numbers for me with Handwriting Without Tears, which we love. Where are we on this? We've started just writing words, since we know all of our uppercase. We've been writing all of our uppercase letters. So now we did this last time, and now we are doing some review with some mystery game for magic capitals, and continuing on with the squiggly capital letters now, ones that are curved instead of straight. And of course the little chalkboard that we practice on first before he jumps into the actual writing portion. Oh, and I forgot, these are here from last week. These are the sight words dice that we roll. Whatever we roll, land on, he has to say it. He just likes the idea of just rolling it and saying them. So that's just a little bit of hands-on sight word practice. For classical conversations for my 4-year-old, we are reading Eric Carle, The Tiny Seed. Pick this up at the library for him, since we are doing plants and seeds and stems and parts of the plant and different types of leaves and stems and stuff like that. That's what we're doing. For science, he loves this book about the tiny seed. Same diagram that I showed you with my 6-year-old, but this is really more specific to him, because for my 6-year-old it's very, very simple. Also, we're doing a nature scavenger hunt this week, everybody. We are going to go outside in nature and find parts of plants and things that are fuzzy, things that are straight, something that's round, something that's smooth, something that's rough, 2 types of leaves, things that make noise, something you think is beautiful, and a pine cone, because we talked about monocot, dicot, and conifers last week. And then we're going to do a fall color wheel with the colors of the things that we picked up. That'll be fun. Just paste it on there. And then, of course, we have the nature journal for him to go ahead and go outside and journal about anything that he finds that is a stem, a leaf, a root, or anything like that that relates to the parts of the plant that we're learning about. There's quite a few things here. I had to break out a world map for this one. So we finished off our continents. We traveled the world. We had our little passport, if you remember from last time, and he got all his stickers in his passport. So we've learned about all the 7 continents and the climates and things of that nature and the kind of animals that you would find there. And so now we're going on to just talking more about other issues or topics from the continents and how people are the same and different around the world. So this book I pulled off of our shelf. This is an awesome book. This is a scholastic book, and it just talks about how are we the same and different. So I'll just read a few pages of this to him over the next couple of weeks about how we are the same, how we're different, even though we come from different places and our skin is different. We all develop the same. The earth is our home, and how are we connected, and all about different cultures, different beliefs, how we have different talents. Love this book. Love this book. Making a difference in the world. I love it. Love this book. So we're going to talk about that. Then I have this tube with these miniature landmarks from around the world, and what I'll do is go over with him where they belong and where they come from, what part of the world these things are located, and he'll place them on the map. And it'll be really cool to just have this hands-on learning activity, just to play around and like, where's Big Ben located? I think there's the Parthenon is in here, the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal is in here, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. All that will place them where they belong. The pyramids of Giza, everything is in here, so we'll place them on the map where they belong. So that's more of a social studies, geography kind of thing for him. And then, of course, we're continuing on with the My Plate curriculum. We're using the kindergarten level, which he's preschool, but we're using kindergarten because it kind of is easy enough for my oldest to do it and simple enough for my 2 little ones to join along on this as well. And here's some cards that we sort for food groups that we've been talking about, and we're on lesson 3 this week. And of course, as always, for our reading, we're using Teach Your Child How to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. We are pressing on and plugging through. I've noticed with him, I really have to warm him up with the book he's interested in and get him comfortable before starting on this curriculum. I'm noticing that for him, I think it's boring. It's boring for him. He's doing it, but it's boring for him. So I've been having to find cute little books and stuff that kind of get him engaged before we jump into the lesson. So we completed our first level of Bob books, and I need to get some more Bob books for him. But in the meantime, since this is Thanksgiving theme, I found this fall counting book, and it's really cute because it's a sight words reader as well as him learning his number words. So, he knows I and C, and we're learning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through 10 in terms of the number words. So I see how many wreaths? 1, what is that? A wreath. So this goes up to 10, and then in the end, it just reviews the actual number word. So I thought this was a really cute reader that I printed out, laminated, cut up, and it should last him for years to come, and probably even be able to be passed down to his brother, because this thing it's not going anywhere. So there he has it for his reading this week. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this week's workboxes. I've decided to update our workboxes every 2 weeks because we go to Classical Conversations 1 day a week. So technically we have 4 days of learning at home in our for our homeschool. So technically 2 weeks is 8 days. So I just decided that I can't keep switching these things up every week because they might miss an an activity that I put in there, and I just feel like it's too rushed. So from now on, I will be doing our workbox videos every other week instead of weekly. And I hope you guys have enjoyed our activities for this week. All right, guys, have a blessed week. Bye-bye.